So some people have been asking what I do on a daily basis to take care of Legend, and I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot. So I thought I would share just a little bit of what that looks like on a day-to-day basis in case you're thinking of maybe getting a horse. So I do keep Legend in a stall overnight and sometimes for a bit during the day if we have bad weather. So once a day, if not twice a day, I do clean out his stall, and you'll see here that he loves to try to help. He has to get a lot of love throughout the process. There he's like just begging for the kisses. He's such a sweet boy. But I do use shavings in his stall, and it's a dirt floor. So each morning I clean out the dirty shavings and I scrape out his favorite pee area so that it can dry throughout the day while he's in the pasture. And I am going to speed some of this up just not to bore you with the length of time that this does take. But scraping this out each day is really important. It does help to minimize flies as well as smell. And of course I want him to have a nice, clean, fresh bed to sleep on every night, right? Then Legend got a little bit curious. He saw the camera sitting over there, so he had to go check that out. But he is such a good boy. I just went over, reassured him, just asked him to get away and follow me back over to where we were working, and he did. He is so, so good. But then of course he thought he needed to have all the love, so he came over, begged for a little bit more love while I was, continuing the process. So it does take a little bit of time, but again, it's super important to do each and every day. And let me just tell you, if you've not heard of Farm Girl Strong, it is a thing for a reason. These bags get so heavy along with the other things that you'll see me do here as well, like restocking his feed and shavings. I usually use about a bag a day or sometimes every other day. So this is a regular occurrence, and his pellet feed does last a while. So thankfully I am not always lifting these because they are super, super heavy. Then of course, loading into the vehicle and getting them out of the vehicle is just the first part. I of course have to take them into the barn and unload them there. My Gorilla cart, I will tell you, is a lifesaver, or should I say a backsaver. I use it multiple times a day. I absolutely love it. It was worth every single penny. It has saved me so much. But I, have to get everything in here, get it unloaded, and get it arranged in the barn as well. Then it's time to fill his water. The other horses on the property, I thought I would show you. They are my shadows, as you will see, but they're so cute, so I thought you'd like to see them. But they were very curious about the camera today. Now, for his water, the only faucet on the property is across the pasture a little ways, which kind of makes it a little hard. So you'll see that I carry it by 5-gallon bucketfuls. So every day I fill the tub that's in his stall, and then every other day I clean out his tub and refill it with fresh water. Then I get the pasture ready for him. He's still getting used to everything. So right now I like to lure him out into the pasture to explore different areas by putting small piles of hay out here that you see me doing. Later he'll just have 2 areas, with food, but right now I like to get him out there and walking, and this is a great way to do it. I also hang bags up on the fence, which I'll explain in a minute. I forgot to grab them this time when I went back to get the hay. But then I go get my boy, and again, the other horses are always right there, but they're really good about getting out of the way as I bring him out. The white one hasn't been very nice to Legend just yet, so we're kind of keeping them separated for now. But you can see, Legend is so good as I bring him out. He's patient at the gates as I bring him to it, unlock the gates, take him through it. He knows what's on the other side of that gate waiting for him, and he's very eager to go and get his hay. Then I do tie the bags onto the fence again. He's still learning his surroundings, so this is just a great way to help him see the wire fence, unlike the first day when he ran into the fence and left some fur on the fence. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But we are making some modifications, so I don't always have to do this, but this is helping him for now. And then he's a happy boy. I just love watching him just roam around the pasture, out there, happy, being able to graze, be a horse, even though there's not a lot of grass on the ground right now. Having this hay spread out lets him graze and roam around and just be a happy boy. Then something else that I do is I clean up the pasture. Now, not everyone does this. Some people will take a grater and just grade the manure into the ground. For me, I like having a clean pasture, and it does help cut down with flies as well. So every other day or so, I like to get out there and clean it up, especially since I know we were supposed to get more rain. So I wanted to just clean it up so that these piles don't become part of the mud piles, if you know what I mean. And of course, more food. He eats a lot of grass hay. So picking up and unloading hay is another regular chore. And yes, they are very, very heavy. Again, super thankful for my gorilla cart. It makes things so much easier. And then stacking it into the barn. And remember, farm girl strong. These bales are heavy, so I've got to move them around, stack them up. I have had muscles over the last 2 weeks sore that I forgot I had. And my Apple Watch, look at that deadlift. My Apple Watch has been going crazy with all of the move goals that I've reached. So you want to get in shape, you want to get strong, I would recommend just get a horse. So these are just some of the main chores, but I brush him daily. We go on walks to build his confidence. I work on teaching him new skills, and of course feed him twice a day. So are they a ton of work? Absolutely yes. It's truly life-changing, but are they worth it? Us also, absolutely yes. So hope you've enjoyed getting a glimpse into our daily chores. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, and if you could please hit the like button and subscribe to help more people see our videos. I appreciate it so much.